Hey, what's up? Let's see what's been happening in the news. Taylor Swift has announced she's re-recording her first 5 albums. The rights to her old songs are actually owned by someone else, and she says she wants to literally take back control of her music by remaking it.
It all started earlier this year, when the record company which owns Taylor's first 6 multi-platinum albums was sold to music manager Scooter Braun, someone Taylor says she has with. Because of this, she thinks her old songs, even though Taylor wrote the songs, when she signed with her label originally, she also signed away the copyright to the recordings. So can she really just re-record her hits? Well, apparently, yes. Songwriters have separate rights for the composition of their songs, so Taylor, as a lead writer on the songs, can essentially give herself permission to record cover versions. And she says as of next year, her contract will allow this. Taylor believes artists should have more control of their music and is upset she didn't get to buy back her own songs in the first place.
I think that artists deserve to own their work. I just feel very passionately about that.
Her new label will let her own future masters. So, new but old Tay-Tay.
Are you ready for it?
A Russian robot has blasted off to the International Space Station. This is Fedor, a Skybot F-850. Its favourite thing to do is probably hang out on Earth with its robot friends. Unfortunately, Russian scientists had other ideas, sending it into space on board a Soyuz rocket holding a Russian flag. Fedor's 1.8 metres tall, 160 kilos, and can kinda do some regular human stuff. It's expected to dock with the station tomorrow, carrying medical supplies and food for the crew. What do robots eat? I don't know, but apparently they tweet in Russian. Basketball fans have taken to social media to complain about last night's exhibition game between the US and Australia. Let's find out what happened and more in sport.
More than 50,000 basketball fans squeezed into the Docklands Stadium to watch the Boomers play the US in a World Cup warm-up match. The Aussies were defeated by 16 points, but that wasn't the only disappointment for Boomers fans. A lot of people were really unhappy with the seating arrangements after spending hundreds of dollars on tickets. The court was raised and people on the ground seats had plastic chairs and a bit of a limited view. Aussie actor Russell Crowe tweeted this video of the view from his seat, which cost him $1,500. It wasn't the only criticism. Many NBA stars pulled out of their World Cup teams in recent months, including Aussie Ben Simmons, and some fans demanded their money back. England dominated on day 1 of the third Ashes test, bowling the Aussies out for 179. Australia struggled without Steve Smith at the crease, but his replacement, Marnus Labuschagne, was a solid contributor with 74 runs. Jofra Archer starred for England, taking 6 wickets. And how's this for a creative haircut? A very talented barber sculpted LeBron James's head into the back of this guy's head, while people shot hoops in the background. Crazy stuff.
And finally today, it's time to check in with creatures great and small. And everything in between. It's Weight Watchers. Bullfrogs, South African porcupines, or lions. Size is no barrier when it comes to the annual London Zoo weigh-in. What is a barrier is trying to keep them still.
So weighing animals can sometimes be a little bit tricky, but what our keepers often use here is something called positive reinforcement training, so it gives your animals choice and control.
So yeah, that means they get a treat. The weigh-in helps keepers tell if the animals are healthy or if there are any babies on the way. How do you get an animal that weighs literally thousands of kilos out of a big muddy hole, let alone 5 of them? Tricky. It's something Malaysia's Department of Wildlife had to ask themselves after this bunch got into a bit of a pickle. Luckily, bringing in a big old digger worked, and the little herd were able to walk free. And just look at this little bundle of adorableness. Taronga Zoo has shared news of a hairy-nosed wombat joey born at the zoo. Little Waru is an orphan and has to be raised by hand. That means he needs daily bottle feeds and weigh-ins and of course lots of cuddles and scratches. Are you still there? You still watching? Oh good, because I wanted to tell you to subscribe to our channel to make sure that you don't miss out on other videos just like this one, because they're really great. Also hit that bell button so you get some notifications.